I really wanted to grill for a long time, but our old grill was a mess. It caused huge flare-ups, and I don't really know how to grill, so I tried, but it didn't work out for me. Anytime I ever cooked anything, it had huge flames coming. So I did a lot of research this winter, and I decided to buy a Weber 310C. And after looking at all the reviews, it seemed like the one that made the most sense. If you've ever been to Home Depot, you'll notice that the price of the grills run anywhere from about $150 up to like $3,000. And I really didn't understand because they all look basically exactly the same, which is why I took the time to do the reviews and came up with what I think is the perfect grill. I also invested in a cover, which is really important because we have trees all over the place and it would get really kind of gross if we didn't have the cover. So the grill I picked is the Weber 310. There was a big debate as to whether or not we would get the side burners, but my kitchen is right inside the house and it just seemed pretty easy for me to carry out a pot of corn or anything I was cooking on the stove right out to the grill, and I have a table beside it. So we kind of decided we didn't need that. What I liked about the Weber was that it's a 3-burner grill, which is big enough for my family. If I want to cook with indirect heat, I simply turn off the middle burner and keep the 2 burners on low, and I've got plenty of room to cook in the middle. The other thing about the Weber 310 is that it comes in stainless, and it also comes in the basic black that I got. The stainless, like anything you buy stainless, is going to cost you more money. So it actually cost about $200 more for all stainless. This grill at Home Depot cost about $575, and then of course I had to buy the cover additionally. Now, the one advantage over this less expensive grill versus the stainless version is that the grates inside are more durable than the grates in the stainless version, because the grates in the stainless version are stainless, and these grates hold the heat more. So I've cooked on this grill about 5 times already, and I absolutely love it. One of the things I really like about it that our other grill didn't have was this handy gauge which tells you how much propane is left. So the propane tank hangs on this gauge, and as you can see right now, we're about halfway through with the propane. And as the propane gets used up, it gets lighter, and thus the gauge, it's based on weight. The gauge will move down. So that way I won't be in the middle of, of dinner or having guests over or something for my family and run into that bad surprise of realizing you don't have any propane, which is something I really don't want. So let me just show you how I prepare the grill, and this is something that I do every single time I cook on it. So the first thing you do is I turn all the burners to high, and then with the Weber, it's very easy to turn it on. One press, flame goes on. Now, the one thing I'm insistent about, especially with my experience with the last grill, where I always have these flare-ups, is that I want to keep this grill absolutely pristine clean. So the first thing I do when I grill, no matter what I'm cooking, is I use a wire brush that also has a metal piece on the other side to pick up any caked on bits. So the first thing I do is I wash the grill, or I brush the grill with a wire brush, both before I cook and after I cook. While the grill is still warm, after. But while the grill is heating up, is a good time to clean it. So I give it a good brush, and I scrape off any caked on bits. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some regular vegetable oil. In this case, it's canola oil, but it could be any kind of oil. And I am going to take a piece of paper towel, and I'm going to dip it in the oil and get it really nicely coated. And then I'm going to rub the grill grates with the oiled paper towel. And this is something that will make the grill grates last longer and make the food not stick. Now, I could use a regular dish towel for this, but if you see what happens to the paper towel, you probably don't want to destroy all of your dish rags doing the same thing. So once you oil the grill after brushing it, you close the lid with the burner still on high, and we're going to wait till the thermometer gets to 500, and then we should be ready to cook at that point and adjust our heat to whatever we need it to be.